Picture this. You enter a boardroom, a party, or even a coffee shop, and within seconds, before you've spoken a single syllable, every person in that space knows you're different. You're not just another face in the crowd. You're someone who commands attention, respect, and yes, even a healthy dose of fear. This isn't fantasy. This is the reality of mastering what I call silent domination. The art of controlling rooms, influencing minds, and bending situations to your will, using nothing but the language your body speaks. 99% of people are completely unconscious of the signals they're broadcasting. They leak weakness, desperation, and insecurity through every gesture, every glance, every nervous fidget. But you're about to learn 5 devastating psychological techniques that will separate you from the masses forever. So make sure to watch until the end, because trick number 5 is mind-blowing. Secret number 1, the alpha triangle gaze. This isn't just a stare. This is psychological warfare. While most people shift their eyes randomly during a conversation, you'll fix your eyes in an invisible triangle. One eye, the other eye, and the center of their forehead. What happens when you do this? You activate a primal recognition system in the other person's brain. This gaze creates a dominant, commanding energy that instantly tells their subconscious mind, I am not afraid of you. It sounds simple, but it's devastatingly effective. Try it in your next interaction, not with aggression, but with calm presence. The eyes don't flinch, they anchor. They hold space. You're not just looking, you're projecting power. This single move is used by elite psychologists, interrogators, and even military personnel during high-stakes encounters. Why? Because it triggers deep primal instincts, the kind our ancestors used to size up leaders and tribes. A wandering gaze signals submission. A steady one commands attention. But here's the key. You're not staring them down like some movie villain. You're simply present, unshakable. Your gaze moves slowly between those 3 points, creating psychological tension that makes them hang on your every move. Secret number 2, the gravity-defying posture. Forget the fake superhero stance people flaunt after watching a motivational video. This isn't about puffing your chest like a cartoon character. True power is relaxed. It doesn't scream. It doesn't beg. It breathes calmly in chaos. So here's what you do. You stand with your spine straight but loose. Your chin slightly up but not arrogant. Your shoulders pulled back naturally, as if gravity has no effect on you, as if you're suspended between tension and tranquility. It's a posture that says, I'm exactly where I need to be. Now here's the twist. This isn't just about how others perceive you. This posture literally changes your brain chemistry. Science shows it raises testosterone and lowers cortisol, which means it biologically makes you more confident. And guess what? People can smell that confidence. It's not about cologne or clothes. It's about the unshakable vibe you emit. The room feels your calm strength, because power that's trying to prove itself is not power. When you master this posture, you're not just standing differently. You're occupying space like you own it, without arrogance, without aggression, just pure, calm authority. Secret number 3, The pause and scan entrance. Let's paint a picture. Most people walk into a room looking nervous. Their eyes dart around, searching for someone familiar. Their shoulders tighten, posture collapses, steps hurry. That's the energy of someone who doesn't belong. Someone seeking permission. But not you. You walk in and pause at the door. 1 full second. Then you scan the entire room. Not fast, not slow. This tiny delay flips a psychological switch in everyone watching. It tells them, I don't chase the moment adjusts to me. You're not just another guest. You're someone important, someone whose presence changes the atmosphere. You're the observer, not the desperate participant. You're scanning, assessing, not hoping. Here's what's happening in their minds. They're thinking, who is this person? Why are they so calm? Why do they look like they belong here more than I do? That pause creates curiosity. That scan creates respect. That entrance creates power. And the beautiful thing is, once you master this, you'll never enter a room the same way again. You'll feel the shift in energy. You'll see how people's eyes follow you, how conversations pause when you walk by. Secret 4, the steeple. You've probably seen this gesture, but never realized how powerful it truly is. It's when your fingertips meet like a triangle, forming a steeple shape in front of your chest. It's not just a pose, it's a signal of control, of wisdom, of presence. Elite lawyers use it during high-stakes negotiations. CEOs use it when addressing boardrooms. Intelligence officers use it during debriefings. Why? Because it conveys calm authority. It shows you're not aggressive, but you're not submissive either. The steeple sends multiple messages at once. I'm thinking deeply about this. I'm in control of my emotions. My opinion matters. I'm processing this at a level deeper than everyone else. There are different ways to use it. High steeple, hands at chest level, for maximum authority. Low steeple, hands at waist level, for approachable leadership. Light steeple, just fingertips touching, for subtle dominance. The key is timing. Use it when making important points. Use it when listening to proposals. Use it when you want people to know you're the one thinking 3 steps ahead. But here's what most people miss. It's not just about the gesture. It's about what the gesture represents. When you steeple, you're claiming intellectual space. You're saying your thoughts have weight. Secret number 5, the micro-freeze. This is the hardest one to master, but once you do, it changes everything. It's called the micro-freeze, where you take a fraction of a second longer than most to respond. Whether it's to laugh, to nod, or to answer, you delay just slightly. That tiny pause sends one powerful message. I think before I react. And that subtle delay, it creates psychological tension. It makes people wait. It forces them to hang on your next word, as if your reaction carries more weight than theirs. And it does. Because whether you realize it or not, it makes you appear intelligent, mysterious, and emotionally unshakable. People don't trust fast talkers. They assume they're slick, manipulative, or nervous. But the calm thinker, the one who pauses, that's the person they respect, and sometimes fear. Here's how to practice it. When someone tells a joke, pause a beat before you laugh. When they ask a question, pause a moment before you answer. When they make a statement, Pause briefly before you nod. You're not being rude. You're not being slow. You're being deliberate. You're showing that your responses are measured, not reactive, and people will start treating your words like they matter more. Because in their minds, they do. These 5 techniques are more than body language tricks. They're psychological weapons, sharpened by silence, activated through awareness. Most people live their entire lives unaware of the energy they emit. They stumble through interactions, begging for approval, leaking insecurity with every twitch and glance. But not you, because now you don't just understand body language, you control it. And when you control how people feel in your presence, you control the outcome of every conversation, every meeting, every relationship. But here's the warning. Use these responsibly. These aren't tools for manipulation. They're tools for respect, for claiming the space you deserve in this world. Start with one technique, master it, then add another. Build your silent arsenal, one weapon at a time. Remember, while everyone else is talking, you'll be communicating. While they're seeking attention, you'll be commanding it. While they're begging for respect, you'll be earning it through presence alone. Now listen carefully. This isn't just another YouTube channel. This is a brotherhood of power. If you're serious about becoming untouchable, then subscribe now. Because in a world full of people screaming for attention, the one who commands it silently wins. The choice is yours. Choose power or stay invisible forever.